I just put that one up.
Yeah, well, I happen to be a liberal. I've got a son who's as far away from liberal as he would appreciate that.
You happen to, you say you're a liberal?
Yes, I am.
You are?
I'm proud of it.
Well, then you're the perfect person. I've been waiting for you.
Have you?
Yes, I have. Yes. I mean, you do see my question of the day, don't you? Right?
Yes, huh?
Yeah, why? Can you explain the liberal double standard? Can you explain the liberal double standard to me?
Can you explain? No, this is going to make him uncomfortable. Yeah,
oh, God forbid we get uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable.
Well, then can you explain the liberal double standard to me?
Define the liberal double standard.
Well, just recently in the news.
How about the Republican double standard?
Well, let's talk one at a time.
Let's just pick pro-life.
Can we do one at a time?
Let's pick pro-life.
Can we do one at a time?
Okay, one at a time.
Okay. Just recently, of course, Roseanne Barr, I'm sure you've caught that, message, was just raked over the coals for what was maybe an off-color joke, right? Okay.
Was it a joke?
Well, yeah, but what wasn't a joke is what Samantha Bee said the very next day on her show Full Frontal, in which she called Ivanka Trump a freckless, and then alluded to the president being a pedophile with his daughter. Now, the very next day after that, she did not get fired. No, the Turner Broadcasting Network and the liberals came out in her defense, and Turner Broadcasting Network gave her an award for advancing social causes. Now, I would like you to explain to me, as a woman, how does calling a woman that name, that word, advance women's causes? Can you explain that double standard to me?
Well, I'll say I'm not a fan of that word.
Yes, but can you explain why Samantha Bee gets an award and applauded by Michael Moore, leftist celebrities, and everybody? No one's calling for her hypocrisy in the Me Too movement and all the, the left's supposed to be all about women's rights.
Me Too.
Well, yeah, it's all about women's rights. If you're the ones carrying that flag, and then you have Samantha Bee, who, of hypocrisy of all hypocrisies, championed Eric Schneiderman in one of her shows, calling him a Superman because he was going after Trump. Of course, we understand what happened to him, where he would call his, sexual partners slaves. Well, call yourself your brown slave. Can you explain that liberal double standard and hypocrisy to me?
You know what?
Where the woman that calls another woman the C word, then all of a sudden gets to get an award, while Barr, who simply makes a joke about a very lame joke, I mean, not even, right? Just raked over the coals, canceled shows, past shows taken off the air, can't find them, just regulated to obscurity. Can you explain that double standard to me?
You know what? I'm not familiar with the Samantha Bee show you're talking about.
I'm going to be in the shade.
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly all over the news because, she did say it. And, again, it's right there was a headline news this morning. So, can you explain the double standard to me? Can you explain the double standard why Wiener gets a pass? Then we have to look at Weinstein, who just got indicted for rape. A big Democratic donor. Can you explain all of that liberal hypocrisy? You can't explain it, can you? Now, you're going to say something about the Republicans?
Oh my God! Oh my God! That is great!
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying the, you can see my question of the day. Why the liberal double standard? Because I love it when liberals come up and give me crap about this stuff. And I go,
argue with you.
Yeah, can we talk about, let's say, what Samantha Bee said yesterday, on her show, or how Schneiderman, who's supposed to be the champion of women, that turns out to be, what he is, and Weinstein, and how about Anthony Weiner, or how about the rapes of the Clintons? So that's why I like always bringing up the double standard to them.
And then they go away. Shut them up.
Oh yeah, they run for me like I got Ebola.
Yeah.
If you go to my YouTube channel on the back, you'll see me do that constantly. It's what I do. I love it.
I hate Trump, but I don't argue with people, but I fucking hate his guts.
Why?
I just don't like the kind of person he is. That's all.
Well, that doesn't mean why. There's got to be rhyme or reason to that.
Well, like I said, I don't argue with people and I don't discuss it. I'm just saying I don't like them.
But there's got to be a reason you don't like them.
Yeah, but I don't discuss it. I don't like them.
But I mean, people are going to think maybe it's just an emotional thing with you, or there's no reason to it.
I have my reason. I'm just saying.
But what is it?
I don't discuss it. It's personal. I don't discuss it.
Okay. See, that's why I got the liberal thing up here. They never have any answers, And I expose that. But thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
And you call yourself politically, you lean left. So you're liberals.
I would say I wouldn't say that I'm a liberal, but I definitely am left.
Oh, yeah, definitely left.
Liberal to me is a little different.
What is your definition of liberal?
Someone who's a little oversensitized. I feel like they're as bad as super far right as super far left.
Yeah.
It's like the middle is kind of a nice area. I like it.
What is your definition of a liberal?
Exactly how I vote.
You're a liberal?
Democratic.
Give me an idea of your policy. Let's go on immigration. How do you feel about that?
It needs a lot of fucking work.
Yes.
But I also have 22 guys that work for me that are all Hispanic.
Are they legal or illegal?
Most of them are legal. Some are illegal, but the illegal ones still have tax IDs and they still pay tax. So, and California would be fucked without them. Nothing would get built.
Well,
nothing in California.
Unless you want to look around and see that there are a lot of people that are out of work that could use the jobs. And
then move to California.
But let me ask you, so you're all for illegal immigration?
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
Legal.
Should we have a wall?
No.
Why not?
I think that we need to protect our borders a lot better than they do.
It needs to be protected.
It's America. I'm Australian.
Well, how would you protect it?
Yeah.
More troops.
Well, I don't know why the wall.
Well, wouldn't that be a wall? That'd be a human wall.
Yeah, but it all comes down to cost, though.
How much cost might it be in human life then?
Yeah,
I mean, we have, there are parts of the border you won't even need a wall. It's a natural border defense, right? Other times you have drone sensors under the ground. Other places that might need a wall. But the point is, you need a secure border, correct?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay, so that's it. So that's something the left and the right can agree on.
Oh, yeah,
right?
100%.
Yes.
As a liberal, you believe in a wall and secure borders.
You definitely need secure borders.
Okay. Gun control.
It's a fucking nightmare. Get rid of all of them. Like every other civilized country in the world, get rid of all guns. They're not necessary unless you own a farm.
So let me ask you this blatant contradiction then that comes from the left.
What's that?
At the same time, the police get denigrated and the government gets denigrated for its violence against what they perceive to be minorities and whatnot, right?
Right.
You want to only have those authorities have the guns. So we cannot protect ourselves against the tyrannical government you say that this man is bringing in. So how does that contradiction work? How do you, at the same time? Plus, let's deal in reality. How are you going to take the guns away from people that will kill you if you try?
That's why this country.
I know.
You answer my question. Again, so by admission, then you're not living in reality.
You're right.
That's true.
So by being a lefty, you do not live in reality.
They do.
Totally right.
Everything needs to be reformed just a little here.
Yeah.
Way
be
the
awesome
way that
to
you
get.
guys live and have been brought up is just a lot different than the way that.
Yeah, we've
Really,
been brought up to really taste freedom. We're the first country to ever really do that.
everybody can have
And the
what they are.
elites really are pissed that we did that. The English especially, in the last king, the royals never got over the fact that we kicked your ass.
True.
They never got over it, and that's why to this day, what came out yesterday is that the MI6 or 16 or whatever the hell it is they got over there was colluding with our deep state FBI and CIA to keep this man out of the White House. So,
really?
oh yes.
Yeah, I mean,
So here you have the left that couldn't win an election, even though they had 95% of the media, all of Silicon Valley, all of Hollywood. They had the Pope with them. And then we find out we have the Department of Justice and our government and the past administration working to keep this man out, and he still beat you. Why? Because your ideology sucks. Enjoy your vacation.
you too. Bye.